Hi, and welcome back to Tarot 42. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber, and welcome in if you're new. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. All of those actions do help for me and other readers to connect to your energy, whether it's collective or you as an individual. It does help that quite a bit. If you are interested in a personal reading, please contact me by opening the description box down below. That information will be available within that area there. Um, Please do take what resonates and release what does not. I do curse, though I do try to avoid it. But I am a passionate person, and I did have a sailor for a daddy, so I have an excuse a little bit, but I do try to avoid it. I do ask that all of the angels, ancestors, guides, and our creator to guide this reading so that no negative energies can enter upon and or manipulate the messages coming through. Negative messages will come up, but those are meant for you to interpret and gather that data so that you can move forward with more knowledge in your situation or in a situation that may arise. So any and all negative energies will be returned to sender tenfold, 1000%. All right, let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this deck. I had two decks that I really wanted to work with, and one of them kept popping out. That'll be, I think, maybe I should use that one first. This deck kept wanting to pop out, and it was just, it was going crazy. It was like, hey, I need in. All right, so let's go ahead and see what our angels, ancestors, guides have for us as a message. Thank you. All right. Our first message is companionship. Our second message is the end of a cycle. Our third message is learning. Our fourth message is step back. Our fifth message is make a wish. And our sixth message is dreams. So, upon this, it would appear that there is some sort of companionship that is potentially coming to the end of a cycle. There's going to be much that you will learn from this, because all endings, well, not all endings are sad, but they can potentially bring a sadness or an emptiness feeling, depending on how that goes. All relationships are important. So there's something to learn from whatever cycle with this is closing. So you're going to want to step back and learn that lesson before you move forward. Make a wish. Be your creator. Be the creator that you are. Be that we're all creators, right? So you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to dream big. Dream big. Move it the wrong way. Our dreams and our intentions really help to create that kind of new environment to where our wishes can come true. So let me go ahead and move these forward. There, and there. That doesn't really get all on there, does it? There we go. I mean, you can kind of see. All right, moving on to our next deck. Please guide us with any messages that resonate. my chair. It makes lots of noise. And there's a cheapie from Amazon.com. All right, Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. Let's come over. Here is our first card. Walk in Beauty. So sometimes when things end or when they're coming to an end, we aren't feeling so hot about ourselves, right? Because you just reach that point where you're like, I'm exhausted. This whole thing is exhausting me. I want to be done, or it's too much, you know. And I'm not saying by any means give up on something. If there's, you'll know if there's a reason to make an effort or not. You're going to know if there's not a reason to make an effort. So walk in beauty, be yourself, be your true authentic self. And these things can come to fruition, but you must stay on your path. I mean, if you see this, it's I guess you probably couldn't have seen it, right? You have a wizard, and you have Saturn, and you have is that the sun or the moon? It's a night sky, so I almost want to say it's the moon, but I guess it could be the sun. You also have navigating by the stars. See, there's a lot of night. Nighttime is a good time too for setting intentions, setting goals, reflecting. Follow your bliss. So you are on a journey, clearly. But aren't we all the time? I mean, you really can't say that nobody's on a journey, because we are all the time on a journey. But it's important that you follow what feels natural. You want to flow, right? So everything should flow gently. If there's resistance, there's a reason there's resistance. And if there's a lesson in the resistance, then you need to take that lesson. If there's resistance, well, there's always going to be a lesson in that. But you need to listen to that if you're coming up on any kind of resistance, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Take what resonates, release what does not. All right, our next card is Narrow Pathway, Tread Thoughtfully. So again, you know, when you're talking about all this stuff, you want to tread thoughtfully. You want to be cautious and be aware of what you're doing. The other day I did a reading, and it's basically kind of referenced the same thing, where you're going to want to make sure that you're using your wisdom from all the things that you've learned from any cycles, that a lesson was found in it. And there should be a lesson every time. But answering the call, the time is now. Somebody there's a call to action in here. There's a need. You are a creator. Again, you're making new things happen. You're being asked to make things new happen. You're being asked to stay on your path. So if you found your path and it seems a little scurry, you should go ahead and stay on that and trust that everything is going to be good. See, surrendering, can't make it up, surrendering to the journey, release control. So if you think you know it all, some of us do, some of us don't, let it go. Release control. Let it happen. Let it flow, because it will inevitably. Let's go ahead and keep looking here, because this is actually a really positive message, aside from a cycle ending, because sometimes, again, that's sad. Okay, solitude and silence, peace prevails. Okay, so make sure that you're not living in some chaotic mess, right? In silence, peace prevails, right? So we can hear a lot more when we're silent. And that was another message that I was discussing the other day. So let's, I guess the ultimate message is to be mindful of how we are moving through this journey, being wise, being deliberately creating. So be cautious with your words, because you can literally create anything, and that's good, bad, or ugly. You can create. Our reality is what we make of our reality. And I know nobody really, like, there's more and more people that believe that is the case, but there's something to be said for that. Like, so for example, if you're focused on all like this negative stuff, and more and more people become focused on the negative stuff, but you literally can alter your own reality. Like during the whole COVID thing, I wasn't focused on it. I mean, like I noticed some things, but I was like, okay, whatever. COVID didn't affect my life like it did a lot of other people's. So that's just, or like people that are like really hyper focused on conspiracy theories. Like it's confirmation bias. You start looking for things to kind of like confirm your belief and stuff. And like, oh look, see, I told you, I found it. Well, of course it's going to come to you, because you're pulling that energy in. So be cautious and wise. Be a creator. Be a deliberate creator. Be thoughtful and wise about what you're creating. Angelic assistance. You have divine guidance and loving support. So you have safety. Oh, I didn't mean to cover up that number. It's number 6. You have, yeah, you're on a mission, and you're being guided by your ancestors, by your angels. You have protection, so you don't need to worry about going on this journey that's new, that's unknown. And it makes perfect sense that it says to release control. They got this. They got you. Right? Idyllic times. The garden in paradise. So you have coming to you, if you keep following your path, if you keep following this direction, I believe you're going to have some of the most profound, amazing experiences in this. And so with that, you're going to want to I'm just looking at something here. Let me get another card. You are headed for good, amazing paths, but I'm wondering if there's... Tell me more about the narrow pathway, please. Innovation, new creations. Okay, so I think what's happening here is something looks absolutely terrifying to you. Maybe you're in a job. Excuse me for just 1 moment. My apologies for that. 14:24 on the clock when I stopped that. I had to blow my nose because my ears started getting all cloggy. So I don't know if somebody's like, that didn't start happening until I started this video, so I'm not really sure what that is, what message that is. Okay, innovation, new creations. Okay, so something, get back to my point here, something probably looks kind of scary because it's going to be something that you've never done before. But it feels right. It feels like this is the way that you should be going. And so I think you need to actually really focus as much as you can, as scary as it may be. I didn't really want to, like, I wasn't going to do what I'm doing right now. Because there are so many people that are so much better, but I feel like there's a message that, you know, or messages that I need to get out into the world. So I just said, yeah, just do it. And so my earlier video, like, there's no really cohesive intro. There's no theme. I don't go balls to the wall, but I did actually spend some time today to kind of create some like thumbnails and some, maybe an intro. I'm gonna try it out. Maybe it'll be cool, maybe it won't, I don't know. But we're gonna try it. So the next card out is Brilliant Beliefs, Luminous Life Force, and Personal Power. So whatever this is, like, look at how the light is like, it's small here and it's big here, right? So the more you move forward to that, like, the bigger that's gonna grow, right? So you definitely need to, like, put yourself into it, is really what that's saying. Like I said, like, you gotta focus on what this is that is nagging at your ear or your brain or keeping you awake at night. Like, I really want to do this, I really want to do this, but I'm scared to do this because this isn't the norm. This isn't how I've been doing things in my life, and so I don't know, you know? So you really need to focus, because it is going to grow. It is going to get bigger. And the more effort you put into it, the more you do, I mean, again, with the intentions that we set, you know, you have to take action in order to make, you know, the dreams or the wishes that you create. You have to be the change, right? You have to make action. You can't just be like, oh, I wish I could, and then you never do anything towards it. Of course, you know, you've got to start feeling it. Like, oh, wow, look at that. It's, you know, it's growing. It's changing. It's getting better. It's, you know, I'm honing in on something. I mean, you know, you're going to start feeling it, and that's just going to propel you into, you know, the next step up. So our next card is Clairvoyance, Inspiration, Interpretation, Trust. So when we utilize our intuition, because to me clairvoyance is intuition. It is, yes, you're gifted with multiple types of abilities, but to me that's a lot of intuition. And again, I mean, that goes back to trust as well. So you've got to trust the process, or, you know, which one? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So keep going. This one and that one. Okay. So 2 more. Courage, strength, fierceness, and family. A little Leo. A lot of Leo vibe there. I'm a Leo too, so I like it. I like it a lot. And then the other card that came out was Sacred Purpose, Eternal Flame, Ancestral Legacy. So really that kind of, like, it just fits in there. I'm just going to go ahead and set that there. So, yeah, so we just need to keep on moving forward. Let's, what do we got here? Excuse me. That was disgusting. Too many of those. Hang out with the others. Let's take a look here. We're at 19. That'll be a little over 20-minute long. Hopefully we can. Alright. Oh, some of these, are these all? Oh, I'm doing it backwards. How about that? Alright, we're just going to grab a couple of these. So I'm kind of curious about these astral realms, I believe is what they call. Look at that. Things flying out. Nope, don't take that. There was way too many. Thank you, though. Alright, now. First, perspective. Larimar, Neptune, and the number 22. I'm going to try and get that up there so you can kind of see. Oop, that way. So what I'm going to focus on, I held that up there for those of you that are more into some of the other things, but perspective is huge, because the perspective that you keep is going to be how successful the rest of this is, right? No more from that. Let me try and sneak this down. What I got here, I don't want those. Let's do one of these. Get you some animal wisdom here, because I'm an animal lover. All kinds, bugs, animals, whatever. I mean, well, nobody really likes flies and mosquitoes, right? But they have a purpose, so whatever. I don't really like spideys either, but some spiders I can handle more than others. I have held a tarantula. I conquered my fear. My best dear friend had a, I think they're called a desert rose tarantula, and I was absolutely terrified of holding this thing. But I did, and then I got scared, and he started kind of moving, or she, I don't know, started moving kind of crazy, and I was like, yeah, nope, I'm done. Because it felt my energy, right? So it is 1000% true that animals feel our energy. But I did conquer that fear. But I think they do have a lot to tell us, fears, and upon visits or totems or whatnot. Okay, the first one that came out was the goose, inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. Look at that. See, you can't make it up. I don't know. Sometimes those videos are kind of small, right? And it goes right alongside all of this. You're on a journey. You're anything else? Because I felt like something else wanted to come out. This journey is what you're meant to do. If you stay quiet, where are we at? Solitude, this one. In silence, peace prevails, right? So you have you know, your inner self knows already what you're supposed to do. So just trust it. Just trust the feeling that you have, no matter how scary your brain thinks it is, because that's not really what leads us. Let's do one more, because I had one more that wanted to come out, and we got orca whale, adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. What a perfect way to end that. Oh, let me hold that up. These cards are really pretty too. I like them. So see, right there, it tells you, just be confident. Do all the, there's right and wrong in the world. Nobody can tell me there isn't. Only because it's a 3D plane of existence, but if you stay on the good side of things, you can't go wrong, right? So that's the message for today. I hope everything resonates. Again, if you're new here, please subscribe, like, share, subscribe. If you know someone who might need this wisdom or knowledge, please share that with them. And we will see you on the next go round. Love and light.